5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey friends, sorry the camera's moving like crazy. We're in the car right now.
I was so about to say something.
Say
I'm not gonna say. We stop.
Lord. So Mizzy is taking me out tonight.
Yep.
We're going to this restaurant called Akira.
Going to our sister's restaurant.
In honor of my dear sister, yes. We're actually, it's my birthday, you guys.
Hey. Birthday to you.
Birthday's tomorrow, and we're going out, what's today? 22nd. Oh, come on, count.
22nd, yo.
Yeah. So tonight, you guys, we are going to talk a little bit about courtship, and this is probably terrible camera lighting, so we might just have to talk about it later.
Maybe.
Yeah. Happy birthday to me. Even though I think there's somebody else's birthday.
Just jacked a whole birthday song. Y'all didn't even know. It's your birthday, girl.
This food looks so good.
That sounds good.
Well, that's because probably we're really hungry.
I know. Are y'all gonna eat that food over there?
Time for us to dig in. It's fun. This is only the salad and the soup, and I'm already talking about we got to dig in.
We're sitting there like, that salad was great.
Right.
Mighty scrumptious.
Tick, 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 tock. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
All right. Sorry to interrupt. Don't mind the little black bar at the bottom of the screen. Had a little wardrobe malfunction. Proceeding now. We're going to talk about our courtship. A lot of people have asked us, you know, what courting means. You know, how does our relationship work? Do you guys, you know, hold hands? Do you kiss? You know, what do you guys do if you're courting? So we're going to break that down for you today. What does courting mean?
What does courting mean? Well, it's just a different take on dating, but it's not your normal dating. That's why it's courtship. So Kiana had a way that she put it. I would say that how she said it is you're getting to know each other, you're trying to keep it pure.
Yes.
You know, you still go out on dates.
Yeah.
You don't really have a title necessarily,
Right.
unless you want to, but the title doesn't mean anything really because you still can't do any more than you could do without the title.
Right.
Ideally. But
Right.
so yeah, it's just getting to know each other, keeping it really fun, but keeping it pure and growing, and that's it.
Keeping it pure, and that's the main thing, because, you know, dating, a lot of people, whenever you hear the term dating, there aren't really any boundaries. You know, you have to put boundaries in place, and courtship already comes with certain boundaries. There is no sex. You know, sex is for marriage in courtship, I should say. And for us, you know, we kind of started off kind of fast-paced. You know, we wanted, I'll say Mark was ready for a relationship. I didn't feel like I was ready for a relationship yet. I really wanted things to just come together and just happen naturally. I didn't want us to put a title on it or just, you know, I don't know, I just felt different about the whole situation. I felt different about him. He's a totally different kind of guy. You know, blessed, thank the Lord. But yeah, we just wanted things to just happen smoothly, and over time it just became what it is today. And we've been tempted, you know. I'm not gonna say our courtship was perfect
So purity. All right. So at first, we've both grown. It's been 3 years that we've been dating. At first, like she said, I wanted the title ASAP. As I matured, the title doesn't mean anything really, because we know that we are in a committed relationship.
Right.
So you can say it's your boyfriend, whatever, significant other,
My Missy.
my key, Anna. You know, I can say that if I wanna. But the point is, just because I have that title doesn't mean I can do any more than what I'm supposed to be doing. So it doesn't matter if you have a title. But I can still say that's my girlfriend. But anyway, and then, you know, we've grown to the point where, you know, we were tempted, like she said. We all get tempted. I'm not perfect at all, you know, and
I'm not perfect either.
the Lord will bless your relationship if you stick to His way throughout it. So that's what you're supposed to do. We're human too. We're just trying to be obedient. Now, I don't know how much time, but in our courtship, we go out, we have a good time, we hang out in group or one-on-one like we're doing now. And today's the day before her birthday, so we went out tonight and decided to make this video thanks to her, which is a great idea. But it really comes down to this. You're not going to be successful in being pure unless you personally decide to commit to following the Lord in your relationship, and that's it.
Right. And if I could piggyback on that, waiting on the Lord too, because before we got together, how long were you single?
For a good while, probably at least, I'm thinking a couple of years, but
Okay, let's
A
just say
couple
2 or 3
years, yeah.
years. I had been single for maybe 5, 6. And even though I was single, I wasn't sure I was single as in I didn't have a committed relationship, but I was still back and forth. And I realized at the time, you know, I need time for myself. I need to wait on God. You know, I'm tired of you know, being the one who was pursuing. And pursuing sometimes doesn't even mean asking a guy out. It just means that you're invested in the relationship more than this person is. And a relationship is 50-50. Like, it has to be equal, like on both parts. So, you know, I wanted to wait on the Lord, and I'm trying to remember if there was anything. Maybe it was my sister. Thank God for her. She introduced me to Heather Lindsay, and she also, you know, was looking into the biblical way of how a man should treat a woman, or how God looks at His church. You know, you're in a relationship, you want your man to love you like Christ loves the church. And once you start comparing the Bible and biblically how relationships are supposed to be, you want nothing less. You know, like, God can give you that. He can really bless you with the very best. He loves you. You're His child. He wants the very best for you. And we believe courtship is doing it God's way. You know, not to say that you can't, everybody makes mistakes. You can come back from making a mistake and everything. But just know that God wants you to have His very best. Sure, you can have a list, you can have different things that you like about a person, whatever. God knows that. You can talk to God about that. But the main things you have to remember, the core, the value of what you need in a relationship is what you need. And that's what God's going to give you. He gives you what you need. And everything else blossoms. You know? And He gives you what you want too.
He sure has blessed. But you know, and I love how you put that.
You don't see my neck. I don't want to be a floating head. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But hey, you know, we're praying for all you out there that you will get to know the Lord better. Because that's, people say it all the time, oh, you know, you got to keep Christ at the center of the relationship. It's so cliche, but
For real.
in reality, that is the straight truth. And I fail at that many times in the relationship.
We both do.
But He is blessing us to be better at that. Because you don't know true love until you know the Lord. And based off of that, that's how you love your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend selflessly. Otherwise, it's impossible to do it in your own power. You have to know His love for you, then you can love the other person. And once you know His love for you, that helps your obedience. It helps keep things pure, because, you know, He loves you. He says, you know, this way is wrong, do it this way. You start becoming obedient. And that's what drives the relationship. You know, you can have a worldly relationship, you guys get to be the best looking couple, have money, whatever, do whatever you want, but you know it's empty, and you feel it, because you know it. So keep Him first, keep us in prayer, and
Yeah.
don't let the
please.
world influence. The world always influences us, or influences all of us, you know, to do things.
Yeah.
But
Don't
you
let
really
the world
gotta-
influence you.
you have to focus on him because
Yeah.
he's the truth, no matter what else you see out here happening. So,
Yeah, and another thing I would have to say, my dad always said this, and my parents, love is sacrifice, selflessness, compromise. You know, and that's what we've had to do a lot of too. You know, thank God for Mark. He's very, very, I'm just gonna say I'm blessed. You know, I'm very blessed, and we work on things together. Communicate. You know, communicate about things. Don't sit on your issues and let them be buried underneath the rug. Talk about them. Be open with each other, even if it doesn't come out. Even if, you know, it's something that's kind of personal or hard to talk about, let it out. You know, once you're vulnerable with each other, that's when you can fix and heal stuff. So, yeah. That's all we wanted to say. We wish you a very happy courtship and relationships, whatever you're doing.
yes. And by all means,
Let God lead you.
put him first. Please put him first.
Put God
That's it.
first. Yeah.
You got nothing besides that. I'll tell you guys straight up, look, it's not going to work unless you put him first. That's the end line right there, all right? That's it.
I mean, I'm not going to say it's not going to work, but you'll have the best relationship through Christ. Because there are successful relationships out here. The Lord still allows people to live their lives and they're not even saved. But the best relationship, God's best, would be, right?
Well, yeah, she has a point, but I guess what I mean by it's not going to work is you're never going to act or behave in the way you're supposed to towards your partner. So it's never going to work in that regard. You guys can stay
Through
together.
the flesh, you mean?
Yeah, because as soon as you guys argue, as soon as she says something wrong to you, you are going to be angry and upset, you know? And you're not going to want to talk. And, a couple days later, you get over it. Oh, we're back to normal. But every time something bad happens, there's always going to be a fight. There's always going to be upset and anger and jealousy. Unless you put Christ first. And even when you put him first, you still have to grow. But otherwise, you will have a relationship that is just full of just extra stress and hassle. You'll stay together, perhaps.
The true definition of a real successful relationship is by comparing it to the Bible, biblically, and then translating that into your life. And if it's not that, then you can do better. You can have the absolute best out of a relationship. So,
I know we kind of talked about courtship, then, you know, another topic, but
it's all the same thing.
it's all together. That's why we had to put it all together. So your courtship, you're keeping it pure, you're having fun with each other. Just cut that intimacy out for now. When you're married, you can do anything you want, all right? But for now, you got to grow, learn each other.
Full intimacy, Libby. Intimacy can be
Well, I'm sorry, the physical
Physical.
intimacy, the
yes,
physical.
Yeah.
But otherwise, hey, emotionally, be tight. You know, but save all that stuff. And if you need help, pray on it, you know, because that works.
Yeah. Thank you guys for listening, sharing. Share with us what you guys are doing. You know, let us know if you're courting or, you know, talk to us.
All right, there you go. Hey, yeah, watch your butt.
It's your turn.
Girl, I ain't doing jack.
Yes, you are. Come on. Do it. Oh, I see. He dropped his coat. Oh, yeah. You guys, he does that move. Well, he did that move on my 20th birthday. My 20th birthday, he got all low. Open his legs all wide. I used to love that song. Like this. Go ahead, girl. Put your leg up, leg.
Yeah, like that.